Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this January 12th. And, earlier in the show, we had a chance to visit with Jennifer Winooski, the new Chief of Outreach and Communications, and she mentioned during her segment about the meeting at Bolivar where we had the chronic wasting disease talks, and we had all the people there surrounding the walls and in the gym at Bolivar Middle School, and I was able to watch it live on Facebook. Well, we've got the young lady that takes care of a lot of this for us. She is the Region 1 Outreach and Communication Education Officer. It's Amy Snider. And first of all, good morning, Amy.
Hey, good morning, Larry. How you doing?
Doing great. Talk a little bit about the preparations you guys had to make for that event, and a little bit about how it went, and your thoughts about how things went.
Well, it's not easy finding a venue that can hold 400 people at a moment's notice, but we got lucky, and Bolivar Middle School was very helpful in giving us a location. We had right at 400 people that attended the meeting, and with today's technology, we could do a Facebook Live video.
You sure did.
So people could actually ask questions on Facebook. The audience wrote down questions when they came in the door. Everyone had a chance to go ahead and write down a question. And then as our speakers were talking, we went around and we gathered more questions. And after they got done, we just did a little question and answer session.
And it really went well. I was amazed, not that y'all weren't really prepared, but you never know when you have a live event, so to speak. And I was able to sit there on Facebook, and I think you said, and Jennifer said earlier, that she was trying to answer the Facebook questions that were coming in live, and then you were there to answer maybe some other questions that might come about. But you guys put this together, what, in a week? Something like that.
Well, we didn't have long. We had less than 2 weeks to get this together. I think we pulled it together pretty quickly. I think the meeting went very well. I think the public got to hear answers to the questions that they were looking for. I even joked one time that, hey, y'all thought we wouldn't ask the hard questions, and we did.
You did.
There were a few hard questions that needed to be answered, and I think the public had their opportunity to get their answers.
Well, this is part of your job, I know, and this is some things that maybe we wouldn't have done 5 years ago, whatever it might be. But through technology now, we're able to bring the TWR right to the people. And y'all stayed around. I've had some friends that were there and said y'all stayed around. I don't know when everything shut down or anything, but you stayed around and answered questions. And there was a lot of questions.
We did have that opportunity. We've had some jokes. Boy, y'all sure did have a lot of officers there and a lot of people in uniform. Yes, we did. But we had, right at 400 people there, and it gave everyone the opportunity to walk up and ask a question.
Yes.
So if you didn't feel like you got your question answered, and I think we had a few people that said, hey, my question didn't get answered, but they had that opportunity to have it answered at the end of the meeting.
It did, and you had it pretty well. It was structured well and everything. And so coming out of that meeting, I think the public should know a few things about CWD, right?
We should know. One thing I do want everyone to know, we are currently at 24 confirmed CWD cases in West Tennessee. That's 13 in Fayette and 11 in Hardeman.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do expect to find even more positives in the CWD management zone since we have increased that sampling. So I hate to bring that news in, but I'm sure we will have more as time goes on.
And you had to spread it out, so you put the dots so we knew where all of these cases were confirmed. And I think that really helped a lot of us to realize where the focus was, even though it hasn't gone past over north of 64. It's congregated in a certain area. And the samples, we'll be doing samples again this weekend, today and tomorrow.
Yes. And I want to thank all the hunters that have already submitted samples. We could not do this without the hunters.
That's right.
And we will be at the weekends at the check stations. You can bring them by, or on the weekends. The weekdays, we will have freezers at various locations around the counties, and you can drop off a sample there if you would like. And again, we just can't do this without the hunters, and we need their support. And it has been amazing to see how much support we are getting from our hunters.
Well, I think you guys are on top of it. You go to cwdintennessee.com. If you want to find out about, I don't know about you, but I've woke up in the night thinking CWD was in there with me, because
I can say it is the conversation at my breakfast, lunch, and dinner table, wherever that may be, at home or at work. I tried to hide Wednesday after our public meeting, and that didn't last.
Oh,
as
no.
soon as I sat down to eat lunch, you know how small towns are. Hey, let me ask you, I got home and I got thinking of this. Can I? Sure, go right ahead.
Hey, I'll be hunting today and at the McCrory Farm. You know where that is. And, of course, when I go to Joe's to eat, you know what we're going to talk about?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to talk about CWD. But so I know things are moving, so go to that website, folks, cwdintennessee.com. Amy and her group are really taking care of them on Facebook. If you're not on the TWRA Facebook page, you need to be, because not only are we getting information, but we're killing some good deers. I mean, just don't think every deer's got CWD. I mean, I'm out there and I'm still taking my deer if I can, but be positive about this. And speaking of positive note, tell us about the river stage and what's going on with it now.
Yes, good news. Right here for the last weekend of juvenile season, the Mississippi River floodwater zone has reopened.
Great.
So if you didn't get out early this morning, you can take that youth this afternoon or tomorrow hunting in those areas, and that is clearly defined on our website and on our Facebook page. You can see all that information. And
I've already posted some of that on my Facebook page also to go along with this, because Amy and them are keep rolling with the information. Thank you, Amy, for all the great work, and we'll probably stay in touch.
Don't forget, we have a commission meeting coming up.
Yeah,
Don't forget, in Memphis.
All right, that's Thursday at 1, right?
1
at Ducks Unlimited, and then Friday at 9, right?
At 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll be out there Friday. Can't come Thursday. I got a commitment, but I'll see you out there next Friday,
we'll
okay?
See you there.
All right. Thanks, Amy. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, Amy Snider. Of course, you know that her husband, Bubba Spencer, is one of the officers for Hardeman County, one of the places that has struck this. And, we've been talking about this forever, it seems like. It's been around forever. But I just killed a deer, as I told you, on Wednesday, and having it processed at the Stengel Brothers. They'll check the lymph nodes there and see what's going on. It'll stay there for about 5 days, and I'll get my meat back. Everything looked good when I field dressed the deer. It wasn't wallowing around, I can tell you that much. It went about a mile, so I knew this deer must be pretty healthy.
Well,
but the meat looked good. The meat looks good. So, Ron, I know I gave you some the last time. You're
eaten.
Going to get some fresh now. We'll give you some fresh.
It's already eaten.
But you do check in your deer at the places you'll find on the website. We'll tell you where to check, bring your deer to have it sampled. Once they sample it, about 30 minutes, you can take it to your processor inside those 3 counties. If you kill it, you can't take it out to Haywood County or anything like that. You've got to keep it in those 3 counties. And as she said, 24 now, 13 in Fayette, 11 in Hardeman, and we're pretty sure that number is going to continue to rise. So it's something we got to deal with.
Yeah, I've done a little research on CWD, as you know, it's in Mississippi as well now, and
pretty close to where
right.
it came into Tennessee.
Right, and so it's
it's
no
in Benton
cure
County.
for
They
it.
found some deer in Benton County.
Right, they can't stop it. I mean,
No,
they can only try to control it.
Right.
Wisconsin has dealt with it since 2002, and that state's just had a nightmare of.
But they're still killing deer up
They're
there.
still killing deer up there.
Yeah.
And it's not, like I said, they can control it. It's a shame, I mean, it see a beautiful animal like that, go downhill with such a disease, but it happens. But hopefully, Tennessee and Mississippi and Arkansas, all the states can keep it from spreading too
26
much.
states, three Canadian provinces.
Yeah.
So, and the only way I'm told, and other states have used this same system. People have asked me, what's going on in those other states? Well, samples is the only way you can do it, and that's why they extended the season. We didn't mention that, but starting, it's going all the way through to the end of the month in Fayette, Hardeman, and McNairy County, where you can kill unlimited does and one antler buck, and they want to just sample these deer, and they take them down. So it's pretty crazy, but. All right, we're going to come back, close out the show with one of our favorite guests. Always great to talk to Melinda Hayes. A lot of y'all remember her mom and dad, the Mize family from the great bass fishing family. And Rod's going to help us on this one because Melinda's got some things going on in her life, not only this with Costa, that she knows her sunglasses, doesn't she, Rod?
Yes, she does.
And she also knows it's great to live in Arkansas. So we'll come back and talk to her.